It is the last week of classes, and then next week is Thanksgiving, and then it is finals, and then we're done. I feel like I have a lot to do still, but that's okay. Hopefully I get to take a little bit of a break over Thanksgiving. All is good. Can't believe we're almost at the end. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be really sad. A lot to try to fit in while I'm still here. And yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, bye.
You hate time is moving faster. Feels like the closing of a chapter. We'll be laughing at this after the fact. Though it's not the way that it feels right now. Heartaches and silent conversations. Too good at overcomplicating. We're lost and no one wants to feel like that. But we'll find a way we can work this out. But it is what it is right now. I don't have the words to make this right, or a way to fix it all tonight.
I'm craving Asian food in this movie.
Right now it don't seem like much, but you got all my love, all my love, all my love.
Oh my gosh, I ate that in record time. I love like eating by myself because I go in, I eat in like 2 seconds, and then go out, and it's so efficient, but I still get good food. That was really interesting. I was like craving Asian food, and they're pretty good, but it was really salty and flavorful. And for some reason, I feel like every meal I've had in Nashville that's at a fancy place has just been overly like flavorful, which is like saying a lot for me because I love just like putting sauce on everything and flavor and everything. But here it's just like too much, and I'm like, dang, I like want bread to like deaden it, or rice or something. And I'm like, oh my, like I never say that ever. But look at how cute this movie is. I'm rambling so much, but I'm gonna go play volleyball, so I have something to look forward to, and it's free at the community center. If I hate it, it's fine, because at least I go do something tonight that makes me move my body. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Oh my gosh, my freaking lip. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And that was like the last class. And then like one of my students, Avi, was like, oh my gosh, I'm not crying. But everyone's been so nice, and I miss everyone so much. They're going to be famous. And I see Benjamin. You want to be in my vlog? Also, like, Lion texted me earlier and was like, it was so nice to get to know you, so sad you're leaving, and here's like a gift. And I think I one time mentioned like I wanted to see more music stuff here, so he literally got tickets for me and Karis to go see this country artist at the Ryman, which is like the most iconic like theater, which I actually went to a few nights ago, but I didn't see a country artist there, so now I'm like super excited for that. I'm not like actually gonna cry next Tuesday, or next Tuesday after Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Okay, I am heading to the Google office to take a lunch break. It's like the second to last day of class, which is crazy. I feel very like well rested because I think I've been trying to catch up with all these things. I feel more or less on top of all the stuff I have to do now, but I've definitely been maybe more stressed than normal in the last few weeks, just because I really want to end strong and do everything I can and make the most out of this experience, and I just know that like time is running short. So yeah, I just feel a little bit bad today because I know that the days leading up to my period I am just like a psycho, and I can tell when I emotionally like react or whatever because of my like hormones or my period or whatever, and I know that I'm not behaving or thinking rationally when I like act out, if that makes sense. And I can just tell that it's like not normal, but I like can't control it. And I truly like wish I could just hibernate on the days before, because I'm such a not fun person to be around. And I just feel bad when I can tell that when I'm interacting with like my students that I'm not as like cheery or happy as I like try to be usually, or it just takes a lot more effort to try to be like nice and engaging. And it's not that I'm like not nice, but I think I just have like a wider like a range of emotion. I'm not as even keel as I'd like to be, which I know people tell me that all the time. They're like, why don't you be more even keel? I'm like, I wish I could if I wanted, like I wish I could, like I want to be that way. I just like can't. That's just how I am. But yeah, I can just tell that I don't know, like I don't want them to be scared to talk to me, but I think sometimes I'm like, oh, can you just like give me a second? And I'm like really trying to be like patient and not come off as like flustered, but I know that I seem frustrated and flustered because I think normally I'm so good at being like, yeah, that's fine, like yeah, like come talk to me, like being approachable. And like even in the feedback, I think there were like a few students that were like, oh yeah, sometimes she just doesn't seem as approachable. But I think I'm just like so overwhelmed in my office hours, especially because I think mine just gets so many people that so many people like need something and want my attention, and I'm like trying my best to like give it to everyone fairly. And yeah, sometimes I'm also like, oh my gosh, like I have this expectation to go get lunch or go do this and this, and then when my reality is that I'm like staying behind to answer questions, like I feel guilty because I'm like, oh, like I feel bad that I don't want to be there. And I, like of course I want to help all my students, I want to answer their questions, but I think the mental expectation to like be there and do that is not there. Whereas like if I have this exact block of time where that's dedicated for that, I'm like mentally like, okay, this is what I'm doing in this moment and I'm fully going to like do that. But when I'm like mentally expecting myself to like leave the room and go get lunch and like go take a break, but I'm like staying answering questions, I think my attitude is just not as good because of that mismatch of like expectation reality. And I feel bad because sometimes I realize that like there's so many other faculty at Fisk that have taken the time to like help me and like go out of their way to like answer my questions, because some of the CS department people aren't doing that even when I like literally reach out and ask for help. But then everyone else is like, oh, let me know if you need anything, and they're like always on top of it. And I know that in order for someone to do that, they have to like take care of themselves first and then therefore have the capacity to reach out to other people and help. And I know, like I'm trying to remind myself, like it's not that I'm not it's not that I'm a bad person and I don't want to help. Like I do want to help, I just like some days don't have the capacity, or sometimes I'm not feeling like the best version of myself, and it's things that I cannot control, like when I'm on my period and I just am like irrationally behaving in these ways and I just don't get it, but I can feel that it's like feels wrong. And yeah, I'm just disappointed in myself, maybe because I think some people are much better at like maintaining this constant even keel like emotional regulation, which I'm just fucking bad at or something. I don't know, but I personally feel like I'm good at trying to be helpful and on and patient and nice, and I always am like, if anything, trying too hard to be that way. But I think sometimes it's the days where I don't want to try that I have to try harder, and it's harder for me to therefore try. I don't know if that fucking made any sense, but I feel bad because I do think that I could be doing better with these students, but I don't know, I feel like I've tried my best, and yeah, I think I can be better. Trying to park. Going forward. I know it's already like the last week of this semester. I just feel like for some reason yesterday and today I've just felt so awful and have just been so bad at like regulating my emotions, or not like snapping or like spiraling or catastrophizing, whatever. Yeah, it just sucks that if I have a job where I am a role model, I can't just hide. Like I have to learn how to like be better. And I think that's like, I've just never been in a place to be like that before. And yeah, I don't know. And so I just feel bad because I think they feel bad for bothering me, but I'm also like at the same time like, you know, I'm trying to leave. Like I don't know. But yeah, I really love when people are like respectful of like the boundaries of time, but I also know that like this is my job is to help them, and when I come off like mean, they don't want to come to me, but hopefully it's just today or a few times, and usually it's not like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go now and get lunch and then go back to class, and I feel good about being on top of things such that when Thanksgiving break comes, I can like fully take a break and then come back to it. Yeah. Okay, last tangent, but the one thing I think I learned is that I always thought that like maybe doing a little bit of work over a long period of time was better than really front loading or back loading or like loading my work for a few days and then taking a break. But I actually think that that's better now. So I think I've fallen to the mistake of thinking that I can just do a little bit each day and it's fine. But like breaks actually help so much, just completely like removing yourself from your work, from your job, whatever, and then coming back to it, you feel so much more energized and refreshed. And it's like, yeah, I think it's just like the whole adult thing. Like as an adult, you learn to like invest in things. And oh my gosh, I've been talking for 7 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.